Are you curious about how the fourth industrial revolution will impact you, your career, and your organization? In this first part of a series of 3 videos, you'll hear about high-performance mindsets, its significance to your success as a professional, your organization, and the important role it will play in defining successful leaders and organizations this decade. Hello, I'm Rocky Scopelliti, futurologist, and welcome to this channel where we talk about everything to do with the fourth industrial revolution and equip you with the insights to create the confidence you need for your success this coming decade. So please do subscribe, like, and comment on the channel to keep up with the fascinating leaders I'll be interviewing and the insights that I'll be sharing. This video is an interview I did recently on the topic of personal transformation with Dr. Jodie Lowinger, a leading high-performance coach to CEOs and executives, founder of the Mindstrength Methodology, best-selling author of the Mindstrength Methodology, 4 Steps to Curb Anxiety, Conquer Worry, and Build Resilience. These are her insights and experiences. Joining me today is Jodie Lowinger, who is the founder of the Mindstrength method that we're going to talk about, and as well as the Anxiety Clinic. She's also an author of a best-selling book. We're going to talk about transformation, but we're going to talk about that from a very interpersonal perspective today. So welcome, Jodie.
Lovely to be talking with you today, Rocky.
Off the back of 2 years in COVID, where we've seen the whole world, supply chains, business, all of these things be really tossed up in the air. Where do you think the mindset of leaders is right now as they look into the future?
The challenges that leaders are experiencing is the overwhelm of uncertainty and the overwhelm of disruption that has been thrust on the world in such a rapid way. And what leaders can be doing now is looking at that and thinking, instead of challenge of the byproduct of disruption, what the opportunities are, because COVID has brought with it phenomenal challenge and phenomenal opportunity. So I would imagine the really great leaders out there are thinking, okay, what's the next chapter going to bring, and how can we actually embrace this? The challenge that leaders are facing is that the uncertainty has been protracted, and what that's tipping individuals into is burnout as well. So it's really hard to get that strategic mindset engaged when an individual is experiencing burnout. So we've first got to make sure that they bolster their resilience in order to move into that wonderful world of opportunity that the disruption of COVID has brought.
Now, Jodie, you've been a high-performance coach to many leaders, CEOs, and groups over many years. And do you think that the Australian mindset right now is really up for that change?
I think that individuals and organisations recognise that unless they equip themselves with how to manage the fast pace of change that COVID has brought about, they are going to be left behind. And so really this has brought a level of requirement that is unprecedented. And so what I'm working on with leaders is to help them to move from anxiety and stress and second guessing and the agitation that these sorts of experiences can bring out into a mindset of empowerment, a mindset of resilience that says, you can do this, let's embrace this, let's accept the challenge that is upon us, but let's move out of that fighting the disruption, fighting the challenge that's going on, and move into empowered and strategic action.
Now, Jodie, one of the most wonderful quotes I've ever heard you say was how to turn anxiety into your superpower. Yes. And I really, really love that, because what appears to be quite a significant limiting factor can in fact be your superpower.
Oh, absolutely, and all the time. really what I see when I'm working with leaders, with teams, with organizations, and we all experience anxiety to some degree, but oftentimes if people are experiencing anxiety to a more severe level, it really does have this common association with a deep thinking mind and a passionate, caring heart. That's what anxiety is. Anxiety is our protective instinct at play. And so the inherent nature of this protective instinct is a superpower, that care factor. And where we turn anxiety into your superpower is understanding our primitive drivers as human beings, understanding the neuroscience that underpins this, and helping leaders, teams, and organizations move from fight or flight actions, which is stress, agitation, anxiety, fear, into strategic alignment, into values-driven actions. And that's when individuals absolutely flourish and thrive. This is core to the Mindstrength methodology. It's built on deep self-awareness and clarity of vision and strategy. The beauty of this is we're all in it together. It's our common human experience, and where there is common human experience, we can predict human behavior, and we can leverage that understanding to drive exceptional performance across any human being.
So Jodie, in a world of uncertainty and accelerated change, what strategies would you recommend that leaders could embrace in order to accept or to live comfortably with uncertainty?
Well, I think, Rocky, that the key issue here is in fact acceptance. Uncertainty is something that we are not comfortable with, and so what we typically do is we want to fight uncertainty and try to get rid of it. And that's what the mental process of worry is. It's our struggle and grapple with uncertainty in order to get certainty, which tips us into this kind of catch-22 situation. So the best course of action in order to be able to flourish is actually build acceptance of uncertainty. When we can accept uncertainty and recognize it as a part of our experience, we can then move from worry and stress into problem solving and action planning around what's in our control. That is a really key aspect to resilience. Resilience, and core to the Mindstrength method, is recognizing that the situation might not always be in our control, but we can absolutely create space to choose how we respond to it. And one of that part of that choice is acceptance of uncertainty.
Jodie, thank you so much for your time, your insights, and your perspectives today. You are truly an inspirational leader, and I thank you.
Thank you so much.
I hope you found Jodie's insights and experiences insightful and fascinating. A truly inspirational leader of high performance. Please do remember to subscribe, like, and share this to anyone you feel will benefit from it. And please do leave comments below on any topics you want to explore in the emerging world of the Fourth Industrial Revolution.